Arthur is a crusader of value for the customer.
Arthur's great fun to work with, hugely charismatic, a little mischievous at times.
Hugely engaged with his business, more so than any other man I've ever met.
Whenever he's on, everybody should take some of it. He walks probably more streets than anybody I've ever known in England and in Ireland. He visits more stores, he's more knowledgeable. He's just got an insatiable appetite to know what's going on.
Arthur is an incredibly astute reader of the market, one of the most intuitive fashion retailers I think there's ever been.
What's the biggest compliment we can get from our customers? That they trust us. No gimmicks. There it is, you like it or you don't, and they'll tell us soon enough. If they don't like it, we get rid of it.
His enthusiasm goes through the business, because if the chairman is as enthusiastic as he is about what we're trying to do, well, it's hard for that not to rub off.
Keeps everybody in the business on their toes, including myself, and right the way down to the Saturday girl in the Arcadia store.
This is Charlotte's first range.
Well, you know the rule. If it doesn't work, you won't have a second range, you know.
He set up Pennies in Mary Street in '69, but obviously, having had the experience in the UK, recognised that there was an opportunity.
So in 1974, Primark opened the first store in Derby. He saw this gap for the under 35s, and the rest is history.
What was remarkable is that without any advertising, without any promotion of the brand, people actually just recognised the quality of the product.
What we're trying to do all the time is keep the business focused of where we are. People said to us, get into hardware, get into wine, get into restaurants, grade up and start selling £200 coats. It's just a death trap. They're not going to go and spend 59 quid, because another 59 gets them to Lanzarote for 2 weeks.
His business is about attention to detail. It's about having a great eye for product, understanding the importance of good property, and having best people on the best seats.
He spent all of his time on the shop floor inquiring about the product, wondering why some lines were selling and others not.
It certainly keeps the business, I think, lean, and keeps it mean, and keeps it expectant that maybe a visit could be imminent. And that would not just be in the Irish stores, that would be around the whole of the estate.
I met him after the World Cup in 1990. He has been a great friend, and he's also been a mentor to me and given me advice whenever I need it. And even at whatever age he is now, he's still grafting as hard as he ever did. And I think he's been an example to everybody about what hard work and perseverance, and he's shrewd, intelligent and clever as well. He never stops. You go away, we go to a football match and we're in New York watching Ireland versus Italy, and we're strolling around the shops and he's feeling the cloth and having a look at it and testing all the stuff and seeing whether it would be good for his business.
Arthur's vision was realised when we arrived on London's Oxford Street.
Oxford Street is the Wembley of the retail business in UK terms.
I think a lot of the rest of the UK retail trade thought we were mad to go to Oxford Street. We could never possibly justify the rent. Having succeeded in Oxford Street, I think it showed the rest of the UK retail trade just how powerful Primark was.
The speed with which Primark has moved trends from the catwalk, and always new product coming in, new excitement and freshness coming into the stores, is absolutely phenomenal. And what it's done is forced everyone in UK fashion retailing to change how they do business too.
You know, I've done quite a bit of business with Arthur over the last 17, 18 years, and called him up and said, Arthur, I think you should do this. Yes, let's do it. I mean, it was always very easy, straightforward. You say done's done. There's no rediscussing it. If you asked virtually every retailer in England, and he'd probably been prowling around their stores that day in his old raincoat, they wouldn't even know who he was.
Arthur has this wonderful phrase, you've got to get off this rock. He badgered my predecessor, Peter Jackson, endlessly about needing to get off this rock. He wanted to go to Spain. He thought there were lots of similarities between the Spanish and the Irish.
And it was only, 6 years ago that the first store in Spain opened.
I think in terms of volume we're either the second or the third largest Spanish retailer.
He's a genius because he has really seen what in this moment the market wanted, and that's what he did.
And I think since then we've seen a huge expansion, not only through the Iberian market of Spain and Portugal, but also into the Netherlands, into Germany, into Belgium. We opened our store in Hanover very recently, and there was somewhere in the region of 5,000 people waiting outside the door. It's like being in a rock concert.
And it's all pieces of a jigsaw. You're getting it all the time, you're putting it together and you're listening. It's super stuff, isn't it?
We have a business now operating in 7 countries, shortly to go into our 8th country, employing almost 40,000. He's established a terrific management team. So the business is in very sound hands.
It's started in Dublin and it continues to base its development from Dublin. I think that's a real endorsement of the Irish economy. And Arthur Ryan had the vision to say, how do we build this business? We have to go overseas. That's the development that Ireland has to mimic, and it's a great role model for us.
Even now, he might call me up on a Saturday. Phil, yes, I've just been in this store. I said, Arthur, take a break.
I really congratulate you, and not only me, but this congratulation is is from all Spain, and of course from ISEM Fashion Business School.
We're very proud this side of the water of what you've achieved so far. My father would have been very proud of this evening as well.
You are a man who's been a great friend. Congratulations, have a great night. Lots of love to you and your family.
Arthur, to a very close, personal and dear friend, and not just a football friend, and you'll understand that. Congratulations on winning the Outstanding Contribution to Business Award. Very well done, pal, and I'm certain it's thoroughly deserved. Congratulations.